Welcome to Voice Notes with Taz, short reflections on voice, presence, and communication. Because your voice is so much more than just sound. This is edition 7, and it's titled The Sound of Being Enough. Now, as I promised in the last voice note, the one where we explored the language of voice, today we are going to go deeper into the parts of expression most people overlook. Not the speaking part, but the settling part. Now, as you all know, I love unraveling the layers of what it means to be more and fully expressed. Now, last time we looked at the words that shape your voice. And today we are going to look at the state beneath those words, the state your nervous system is in. What is it that you are feeling? And more particularly, what is it that you are feeling when your voice finally feels safe enough to speak up, finally feels safe enough to speak truth? Because there is a sound your voice makes when the striving quiets, when the performing drops away, when your system shifts out of that state of survival and shifts back into being yourself. Now, it's a very subtle shift, but when it happens, it is everything. It is the sound of being enough. And there's something extraordinary about the nervous system. It decides how you sound before you even speak. And if we dive a little bit deeper, the amygdala is a small almond-shaped structure deep inside the brain. It's part of the limbic system, which is the emotional center of the brain. In simple terms, it detects threat, it activates fight, flight, or freeze responses, and it decides whether you are safe before you even think a conscious thought. And because of that, it influences your breath, your heart rate, your tone, your pitch, and your ability to speak calmly. At the very core of it, your amygdala scans the environment for threat, not just the physical threat, but the social threat, and asks the important questions like, will I be judged? Will I be misunderstood? Will I be dismissed? And when it senses that danger, whether it's real or imagined, your sympathetic nervous system activates. Your breath rises into your chest, your vocal folds tighten, your tone lifts, and your sentences start to shorten. Now, this is not personality. This is biology. And your voice is essentially doing the best that it can to protect you. But just by having this information, by understanding how your sympathetic nervous system activates, it gives you incredible insights into why did I respond that way when I needed to speak in that moment? And when we understand, it can start to truly transform the way that we show up. So let's look at the opposite of that. What happens when your body believes that it is in fact safe? Because once you do that, when belonging starts to replace the fear and presence replaces the performance, another system steps forward. And I love it. It's the parasympathetic nervous system. This is the rest and express state. And y'all know how much I love expression, where your vagus nerve sends the signal, and that signal is shouting, hey, you're okay. We are okay. You don't have to defend yourself anymore. You can just lean into yourself. You can speak the truth, and you can feel good about it. Your voice responds, and your pitch, it drops. Your resonance, it deepens. Your pacing slows. Your tone becomes warm instead of sharp. Present instead of rushed. Whole instead of being held together, which I think a lot of us have to deal with when we feel uneasy, when we find ourselves in that sympathetic state. Now, this is not the kind of confidence you are going to perform. How often do you see people performing? And it's a real problem, because what we really need in this time of AI is confidence that people actually embody. Real confidence, real connection. And this is just a small step towards actually realizing that state. Now, there's a scientific term which is known as the ventral vagal regulation. I love that. It's alliteration. It's beautiful. And ventral vagal regulation is the state where your nervous system is open, it's grounded, and it's socially engaged. It's the state that your voice becomes. What does that look like? It's a steady voice. It's an expressive voice. It's an emotionally accurate voice. And most importantly, it's a voice that is easy for others to connect with. I don't know about all of you, but connection is really important. Connection is what I'm after. This is what I really want to achieve when I work on my voice, when I work on my skills in communication, when I work on my conversations, when I work on, anything related to interacting with humans. I want them to be able to easily relate and connect to me, because humans are hardwired for co-regulation. Your calm becomes the calm of the room. Your enoughness, if that's even a word, becomes the permission for others to be enough too. When your inner world starts to soften, which is what happens when we activate that parasympathetic state, your voice becomes the space instead of you trying to fill it. And I think that's where filler sounds and filler words really find meaning. People feel like the silence is damaging. It feels like it means they don't have anything to say. And so when we learn to truly calm ourselves on the inside, it translates into this beautiful space that people love sharing with you. That is the sound of being enough. Now, I want to wrap this up by saying that your voice has carried every version of you. The one who has rushed, the one who has tried really hard, the one who didn't want to take up space. I know I've been there. The one who held everything together through the noise and the tension and the stress and the difficulty. But I want to say that if you apply this understanding, this voice, the grounded one, the regulated one, the one that is aware, the one that speaks from your ventral center instead of your survival edge, is the voice your life has been waiting for. It's where we start to truly connect. So before you speak next, I want you to pause. It's the simplest trick in the book. Take a moment to pause. Let your exhale lengthen ever so slightly. I want you to relax your jaw, unclench your shoulders, and I want you to feel the weight drop from your chest to your belly. This is your body remembering safety. This is your voice preparing to speak from a real place, from a place that mirrors truth. And then I want you to ask yourself, are you speaking from a place of striving, or are you speaking from a place of being enough? Because the one constricts sound and the other one expands it. Your voice knows the difference. And the truth is, you don't have to fight your way into a room. You don't have to prove your value with tone, volume, perfection. You don't have to sound certain to be worthy, because you already are. and your biology just needed time to catch up with your truth. This has been one of my favorite voice notes to create with you because this topic is so special to me. I think that it is a powerful skill, and it's an awareness that should be activated in all of us, that our voice speaks from a place of safety. That is when connection can truly happen. This is Voice Notes with Taz, and here's to speaking from regulation, not reaction. Here's to voices that breathe, soften, and settle. And here's to discovering the true sound of what it means to be enough. Thanks for listening. I'll see you next time.